Here we go. What's up, everyone? AJ Wrights Crypto here, coming to you right here from my hotel room in Austin, Texas. Last day here. We're flying out tonight, headed back home. Not sure if I'm going to do my normal live stream on Monday, but I'll definitely do it on Tuesday. We get home pretty late, so I'm not sure if I'm going to make it on Monday. But we do have a portfolio update coming your way. Someone in the chat says, "Do you buy JASMY yet?" I bought a lot of JASMY, and on the portfolio, I bought JASMY basically right after that video, as I said on in the Telegram group and on the live stream the next day or so. So yeah, I'm very excited. JASMY has been absolutely ripping. I there's a part of like my trader brain that's like, oh my god, it's going. Should I sell? But now I'm really like, no, man, I'm just gonna ride this one out big time. I think it's gonna keep going. Shout out to the king in the chat, Ondo Baby. Very interesting. At the consensus conference, I met what was his name? Josh or Jacob? Let me find him. Where is he at? Justin. I met Justin Schmidt, the president of Ondo, or he's the CEO of Ondo at Consensus. I said, hey man, the chat loves you. I really like your project. Would love to have you come on the channel and talk about it. And he said, of course, man. We exchanged information. So there you go. Just like that. You never know whose hand you're going to shake at conferences. What's up? Which is why I'm always saying, guys, you got to make it to conferences. Because just like that, got an interview with the president, the CEO of Ondo, Justin. So that's going to be really cool. Really excited. Not sure when that's going to happen, but of course I'll keep you updated. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. We got my guy Jeff Rigdon. Big shout out to Jeff. What a homie. We got Jamie Durden, Jester, the King, Crypto Ale, amazing. Jackson Crawford, Alan Horetta. Appreciate each and every one of you. You guys rock. Man, we did do the members only live stream on Friday. That was really good. Nailed a couple of trades out of that. Just noticed I was looking at CoinGecko this morning and realized that I'll show you guys right here. Notcoin. I gave the Telegram group Notcoin at 0.06 in May 20th or May 21st. Notcoin over 2.5 cents, up 83% in the past 24 hours. Called this one in the group at almost a little over half a penny. Big shout out to everybody in the group who got some Notcoin. I bought a little bit, but not nearly enough. Man, so definitely I had a big come up on that one. Also gave the group Brett. I gave the group Brett. I forget what the price was at when I gave the here. I need to make like graphics of, when I gave the group coins and where they were and then where they are now, because I've been really having a handful of really here. Brett. Okay, yeah, I gave the Brett at 0.66, and it's at 11.2 right now. So almost a double up on Brett as well. So more than a double up on Notcoin and just about a double up on Brett. 2 coins I've given out in the Telegram group in the past couple weeks that are absolutely ripping. So big shout out to all that. Also, yep, Jamie Durden paying attention in the group. He's paying attention. Alarms going off for Fantom and Whiff shorts, and that is exactly right. I was going to bring those to your attention. So guys, the 316 level for Whiff has been the magnet level, and I had my alarm go off. I gave this one to the group. There's another chart or two I gave to the group that I'm not going to do on YouTube, but I have other charts for YouTube. So the group has, some exclusive setups, but we're already up 1.8%. If you went short at 316, we have this target here at 302. So from the current price to that target there is 3.2%. So there you go. Big shout out to all the Whiff traders out there. Pretty sweet. Oh, let me throw my overlays on here for a second. Big shout out to the sponsors of the channel. We got Phemex, we got BAZED, Market Cypher, and of course Crypto Chips helping out with the Get Rich or Get Wrecked merch as well. Man, we got a lot of big news coming here that I can't talk about this second, but things are cooking over here at AJ Wrights Crypto. Super excited. ICP to 100 this bull run. I hope so. I like ICP. I don't hold that much of it, but I hold a couple $1,000 of it, and I would love to see it go to $100. Excuse me, that'd be amazing. So yeah, man, big shout out to all the sponsors. You guys rock. I'm going to be playing some games on base here in a little bit, but there are some TA things I wanted to catch up on with everybody before we get to the gaming. I do got to give a shout out here. Pretty cool heading over here to the YouTube homepage and seeing that right there. That's your boy on a video with Altcoin Daily of 43,000 views in the past 22 hours. Big shout out to Aaron and Austin over at Altcoin Daily. Man, Aaron and Austin have always had my back. They've always been really cool to me. I would consider them my friends. I go out to LA and text them, and we all go out to dinner together. So, man, those guys are awesome. And the first crypto video I ever listened to was Altcoin Daily, and to finally be on their channel and be able to talk TA and talk Bitcoin and just trading philosophy, motivation, man, those guys are amazing. I did the interview with Austin, but Aaron is they're both just really, really awesome dudes, and I'm very grateful. The channel here, we got over 400 subscribers just yesterday. It's really, I'm just really humbled, really grateful, man. That means the world to me. Big shout out to them. So, man, that's crazy stuff. And during the video, he said, "Hey, well, in 2 to 3 months, we'll have you back on, and we'll circle back and talk about the charts." So I was, hey, I'd love that. So maybe every 2-3 months, I get a opportunity to go on one of probably the largest channel in crypto. So, man, big props to Altcoin Daily, man. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Sweet. So yeah, someone asked, will Sui hit $10? And what's the FT of the Fantom short target? Oh, the Glitter Queen is locked out of the room. 1 second, everybody. In the chat. You got locked in a stairwell? Yes. The Glitter Queen got locked out of the room and locked in a stairwell. You need to sit down.
No, I have to just say, I went to check out the pool area in our awesome hotel, and we have a late checkout, so our room key isn't working, and your girl got stuck in a humid ass stairwell, panicking until someone finally came out.
Wow. Bye. Good job, Jada. Good job. I do love you, babe. I do love you. Man, I also want to say big shout out to Tom Crown. Last night we went out and about with Tom Crown. Went to this mining Bitmain, put on this little nice dinner. Big shout out to them. Might be doing some work with them. Hey, you never know. And big shout out to Tom Crown. We had a really good time last night, hanging out with Hannah and Leo. Went and watched the fights. That was a really good time. So big shout out. Dave Digital, AJ, got to see you in the wild at Consensus. Keep grinding. Hey, and I got you. Do you see Sui in the top 10? Yeah, I know someone wanted Sui and someone wanted Fantom. I will do both of those things right now. First of all, let's just take a quick overview of, just the top 100 here. We got Bitcoin 67. Bitcoin really needs to hold 67. As I mentioned on Altcoin Daily, unfortunately had to give some short-term bearish news to everyone. There is a red dot on the monthly chart for Bitcoin. I'm not saying that's the end of the world, but Bitcoin needs to stay above the 200 EMA on large time frames. It could. I'll get into that chart in a little bit. I don't want to overcomplicate and scare the hell out of you, but we do have to be patient. That it could get boring. There are coins that are stepping out and pumping very well that are kind of disconnected from Bitcoin, like coins like Notcoin, coins like Brett, coins like JASMY. Those are all coins we've talked about on this channel that are all doing very well right now, but they have kind of broken off of the rest of the market. Hedera below 10 cents, Render under $10. Things have been bleeding out a little bit, and and look, even the graph under 30 cents. I mean, these are all projects that are going to do very well, and things are bleeding right now, and there is a reason for that. So, I'll certainly, I was even hoping that Fantom was going to double bottom, and it still could, but I'll pull that in a minute. Sui right now, 53rd by market cap. Someone asked if he could get into the top 10. Well, I know that Sui is putting up some really impressive numbers in terms of its transactions per second. I know that it's a very impressive project when it comes to like the empirical numbers of what they're doing. In terms of going top 10, I mean, anything's possible. I could easily see it like top 30, top 25, maybe. Their circulating supply to max supply situation, 2.4 billion to 10 billion max. I'm not sure how aggressive this vesting schedule is. So I would certainly keep an eye on that if I was a holder. But with that aside, I think anything's possible. And if the tech leads, if the numbers, the impressive numbers that they have are, what investors go off of, it easily could rise faster than other coins. I know Ben really likes SUI. It isn't a bad project to leverage trade either. It has pretty good liquidity on most exchanges, especially on Phemex. Big shout out to them. But yeah, man, I'm not going to say top 10, but I am going to say I feel like it's going to do pretty well. I probably should do a proper price prediction here on SUI as well. But there's been a lot of speculation, let me pull this Fantom chart here. I know someone wanted the FTM chart, and then we did my alarm just went off over here on Fantom. And look, this is the kind of double bottom idea I was talking about. The last time it hit this level. Let me get rid of some of this chart graffiti down here. I think this was even from the Altcoin Daily interview down here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we got this kind of double bottom idea. Fantom is what I like to call inside of a conditional range, where we don't care about here to here to here. We want to see the breakout of this or the breakdown of that. I wouldn't have gone short based off of that, the loss of that alarm, because it has done what it has done right here. Honestly, if I was looking to go short here, I would eat like a penny off of this, a couple percentage, and actually go short off the previous low. Because if you go off this alarm, you could easily get sucked right back in, because it could be the bottom of the range and it could come back into here. So you really want to see Fantom put in a lower low, and if that happens, that's where I would feel a lot safer about going in on the short in that situation. Even look over here, the last two times it touched this level, it comes back into the range. So it's hard to go short just off that level. So you really want to go off the loss of the low when it breaks structure. And actually right here, right now, this is a slightly higher low. So the structure hasn't been broken yet on Fantom. So it's really important to know that, it's not necessarily the level, it's the break of the structure that you're looking for. So that's always, and look at the visible range volume profile. Volume's 5% above the current price action. I mean really, when you kind of zoom out and even look at like a 2-hour chart, the death cross on the 2-hour did happen a little while ago, but I still feel that Fantom is likely to, I would like to see Fantom hold this level, because when you zoom out, you realize how big of a level, that support resistance is from all the way over here. We're talking, what is this level? 76.9, just about 77 cents. So losing this level is a significant level to lose for Fantom. And kind of, my idea, what I was talking about Altcoin Daily, is that, let me go back to the 2-hour, is that, look at how far below the price action is from the EMA levels. Even if it continues the downtrend but bounces up here, I could see it getting back into the 80s and then maybe coming back down again, or maybe going up there and putting up a fight. But that remains to be seen. You have to beat the 50, then you have to beat the 200, then you got to break out. So that's what I mean by the 50 EMA is like the minions in like a video game. You got to fight the minions before you get to the boss fight, right? So the 50 EMA is the minions, and the 200 EMA is the boss fight. And if you beat the boss, you can change direction. So that's kind of the gist of what I'm saying there. What are your thoughts on the Commonwealth token? I don't. What is the Commonwealth token? That's a good question. Is this like a token? Is there a ticker for this, or is that like a nickname for a coin that we already know? I'm not sure. Commonwealth. Oh, WLTH. That's the ticker. Now, I have not heard of that one, to be honest with you. I'm fine with checking it out, though. Fine with checking it out. Whiff or Bonk or Pepe will pass SHIB. I don't know if any of them can pass SHIB. I like where SHIB stands. I think could Bonk Pepe with put up more X's than SHIB in terms of like 3xing, 5xing, 10xing in your portfolio? Yeah, I think they could outperform SHIB in terms of pumping, but will they catch SHIB by market cap? That's a tall order. Not to because Shibarium is getting built out like proper. SHIB really has earned its spot inside. I mean, where is SHIB by market cap right now? To be honest, like you do have to kind of consider, how well SHIB has held its value. Let me switch back over to here. I mean, it's in the top 10 if you don't count stable coins. It's in the top 15 if you do. It's at 12th right now, counting stable coins. I don't know if any of them will catch SHIB in terms of market cap. But could they outperform it in a pump? Sure, but will they catch it in market cap? That's a tall order. That's what I'm going to say. If anyone could do it, it could be Pepe. I mean, Pepe is still, Pepe's 23rd, but it's at 6 billion. That's a long way away from 14.4. So got a long way to go. Hey, that'd be great if Pepe did, though. I still wanted to answer your question with Fantom. So if Fantom was to break structure and was to lose this level, you kind of got to go back and look at, all right, what are support resistance levels down here? That makes sense in terms of like, what lines up. So you could go off of this high here, which would be basically 75 cents. I would kind of go off this touch because it's kind of more support resistance with top and bottom touches there. And that level would be 73.1. And then when you look at the volume profile here on Fantom, see how it pops and then it dips there. So this right here, that's called a low volume node, right? So basically, you're coming on down. So if we came from current price to here, that'd be a 5.55% move to 73. If it loses structure, it's likely to zip through the low volume node and land at support resistance. That's how all charts move. They generally slip through volume and stop at support resistance. That is the textbook playbook of trading. That's how things work. I did want to talk Bitcoin here really quick. 2-day chart. It is kind of just like I said on Altcoin Daily. It is curved over a little bit more. Really like to see it hold, 66.4. We don't really want to see that support resistance level get lost. Even like kind of zooming in on the 2-hour here. 1 second. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Like it is kind of been fighting and sandwiched, holding the 200 EMA, no matter what. Never really closing below the 200 here, holding that level, but ultimately sandwiched between the 50 and the 200. And a lot of times when that happens, it breaks down. A lot of times when you see the price action in between the 50 and 200 EMA sandwich, a lot of times it breaks down. So really the level to watch for Bitcoin would be, this touch here. And that is at 66.443 to be exact. Big level to watch for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin loses that a level, I mean, guys, really, I think I have this alarm set on another chart, but I'm going to click on this line. I'm going to click on the clock right there. Here, I'll pull this up so you guys can see it better. Let me get out of there. You see this little bar that comes up when you click on the line. You click on that line, click on the clock. Once per bar, so it crosses every time. Click create. So now every time this line gets crossed, we will get a text message, we will get an email, and we will be notified of that cross. So there you go. BOB, that's the level we really want to hold, because that would be Bitcoin losing structure, as that is the low from the pop up there. Because when you kind of zoom out on Bitcoin here, it really does have, if you kind of, let me squeeze this on over here. So from this local top, it has really kind of respected, the touches of this downtrend. So, and then with that being a support resistance level, and even you kind of come over here, there's a lot of touches of that level. Like there's this right there, right there, right there, right there. I mean, this level is significant, and that is really kind of like the heart of the range, as I like to say. Like if this is an entire range, like this is kind of like the heart of it. It spent a lot of time going above or below that particular level. So I do like the divergence forming a little bit on Market Cipher, but things also aren't really dipping down that far. If you really on Market Cipher, you really want to see, like, before big moves, you want to see it come, like, look at this move, like from here. Ooh, let me fix that a little bit. Okay, so from here to here, for example, look how far we came down in a day oscillator and markers I hear B, and look how high we came up into it, after that. Let me pull this up a little bit. All right, you see that, how it come all the way down and all the way up. That's really what you're looking for in like big moves, especially on large time frames. This is a 4-hour chart. But when you kind of see these smaller moves, is this a little bit divergence? Like, because this is like a straight across line, and then these are kind of getting slower. That is what you want to see, but these aren't really big momentum waves. You'd rather see it come down. That's how you're kind of expecting a bigger move to the upside when it really comes down to like gain the momentum. Think about like a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? So, there is kind of that idea hanging in the back of my head, but and we look at the curvature of the money flow really kind of bleeding into the red. 13 on the dual band strength index, the price on the 2-hour. We'd really like to see it continue to bounce off that 200 EMA. The Bitcoin has done a good job holding that EMA. So let's hope, if it comes down, it bounces off this and continues, hold 66.4, and maybe even gets out of this downtrend there. But that's really what you want to look for. But even if you kind of look at like the total chart, like all of crypto added together, we did just lose support resistance at 2.47 trillion. The support resistance level is 2.41 trillion. Especially when you come out, you kind of see with this touch here, that's a big support resistance level at 2.41 trillion. We make sure you have that alarm set if you don't, but we did just lose support resistance at 2.47. So, we could see a little move down here, but it has been putting up a fight. It comes down here, pops. The fight has been real, and these are tough trading conditions. It's not really moving much right now. If you really kind of consider the entirety of the movements of the total chart in May, if you kind of go from even May 10th to that, 10 days, we're talking a 17% move for the total chart. All right. And now, but in the past, even if you go from here to here, what are we talking? A 4% in 12 days. It's kind of sideways. It's not the best trading conditions. There are, certain setups you can find. We got a conditional range on Solana right here between 173 and 160. Make sure have those alarms set. This one kind of does look like it's breaking to the downside. This is a 2-hour chart, and the bear cross is happening with the 200 going below the 50, going below the 200 EMA. So that's certainly a setup I'd be looking at. We did talk about the Fantom conditional range at 80 cents to 76.7 here. Let me just put this in so I remember this one. 0.80. And then this one is 0.768. All right, make sure you guys got that one. The S&P I've been following pretty closely, has been good. That where it popped, bounce pop, we want to see that continue. Like this, we want to see it. It looks like it's coming back to put in another all-time high. It really does. So if that happens, my fear with Bitcoin is, that blow is a little lessened a little bit, but at the same time, and you really always want to keep an eye on the stock market. There's no way around that. Like I said, Brettcoin, man, this thing has been going very well. My initial setup for Brettcoin was all the way back here, top to bottom, 86%, 7 days. Gave another setup on Brettcoin right here. We're talking 33% in a day. Man, we are absolutely killing it top to bottom. It is coming down now. There is on Phemex, there is liquidity for this coin. I would say with where it is now, local scalp trading, short date, leverage trading, short-term leverage trading, I would say that support resistance level is significant, closing below the 50 EMA on the 12-minute, kind of curving off in the money flow down here. So this level right here is basically 11 cents. So if you lose 11 cents, I'm comfortable with a short, and this is 12.8. So, any break of structure here, like we can go between here really all we want, but the bigger move is going to happen when we go out one way or the other. And that's kind of how you isolate a position and don't force the issue. So Guys, if you want to get in on these positions that we're talking about, make sure you join the Telegram group, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. Not coin we gave out May 21st, well over 100% pump. Brett coin we gave out 2 positions of Brett coin, just about a double up on that one as well. Not to mention all the 5%, 10%, 12%, 3% trades that we win just about every day from the setups we're putting in the alpha group. So guys, make sure if you haven't signed up for the group, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. Send me an email. It is a paid group. It is a private group. If you search for this group on Telegram, you won't find it. There are scam groups out there with my face on them. They are not me. The only way you can get into my group is if you complete the checklist and I personally add you into the group. I know a lot of people are making a lot of money in that group because they're really taking it seriously. You will have to put effort in. You will have to set these alarms. You will have to learn how to react to the market. But I want to teach you guys how to fish, how to make this bull run, make the most out of this coming bull run. Grab this bull run by the horns and do the best you can. And I'm helping out a lot of people in this group. So if you want to join the group, send me an email, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. We'll get you signed up. Man, JASMY, bro, this coin is just, and to be fair, I am behind on my emails. If you have sent me an email, I got you. I'm getting back to you tomorrow. The past couple of days have been very hectic here at Austin with Consensus, the conference, interviews, get-togethers, parties with everybody. It's been very busy. So if you have sent me an email, I got you. I will get back to you. I just want you guys to know that. All right, so JASMY. And then we're going to play some games. But man, this one, dude, it just kept going. I mean, we did the price prediction at JASMY right at 2 cents, like right at 2 cents, like right around here. Since that price prediction video, I mean, JASMY minimum 74, 75%, top to bottom 83% from when me and my friend Jesse made the price prediction video. I really think this thing is going to keep going. It is scary to buy it now. Even on like a low time frame, kind of scalp chart, there is liquidity and leverage trading options available for, on Phemex. But really, you kind of want to get the base of this, the base of that level there at 3.4. That wouldn't, you could, if you really wanted to get picky on this short, you could go off of this little high here. All right, because you could kind of consider this its own range on JASMY. And if we went back and lost 3.7, you could consider a short from 3.7 to 3.3, or even 3.7 to 3.4, 3.5. If you're trading to the 200, generally I won't be that comfortable giving a target below the 200 EMA. I'll generally give you to the 200 or even to the 50. I mean, even if you shorted JASMY now and went to the 50 EMA, that's still a 3.9% win. I mean, 10x leverage, that's 39%. I mean, what's wrong with 39%? That's a hell of a trade, so and then obviously, the top of this could be 4 cents. The break of 4 cents could be your leverage long as well. So it is kind of in between 3.7 and 4 cents at the moment. Is there a part of my trading brain that wants to sell all the money I've made on JASMY? There is, but I'm going to ride it out. This is a longer term hold for me. I really like this project. I really like what they're building. They have momentum on their side. They broke into the top 100. This is a killer pick. And even if you didn't get in at 2 cents when we first bought it and we first started talking about it, I mean, this thing is going to continue. And you really kind of, look at, the amazing tokenomics situation, 49.4 billion in out of a max supply of 50 billion. That is very good. Very good. 74th by market cap. This thing was just over $1 billion when we did the price prediction. It already is at 1.4 billion. This thing's going to rip, guys. This is a rock solid pick that you want to have some exposure to projects like JASMY. You just do. And then, gainers and losers really fast. Like I said, not coin. Let's get a refresh on this and we'll look at the, not coin, ribbon, Brett, wormhole. I got some wormhole too. That's not bad. Pyth picking up. And other than that, see, Toncoin woke up and that's helping not coin. But other than that, there's a lot of like 3%, 2% winners, but really there's a lot more losers like Bonk, Floki, BitGet, Pepe, Whiff, Beam, Uniswap, Doge, Shiba, a lot of meme coins. The Graph down 2%, Algorand down 2%. A lot of like 2% type losers over on the loser side. Let's look at the past hour for you leverage degens out there trying to look at which coins are moving now. Not coin 2% in the past hour. Celestia, Starknet, and then on the losing side, Brett has lost 3% in the past hour. Wormhole, WorldCoin, Rune, Whiff. Yeah, so that Whiff short at 316, that was a good one. That was a good scalp. All right, so big shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you smash the likes if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Got a blood diamond on Fantom on the 4 hour, says Jamie Durden. Appreciate it. We got Diamond Hands 369. Appreciate your your comment there. Positivity, you're the man. Do you like ADA DeFi at all? Interesting you say that. I have some news on that, but I can't talk about it today. Okay. Wink, wink, wink. We'll talk soon. The King, maybe we'll talk about your portfolio on Tuesday or Thursday during Rate My Portfolio if you want to circle back. All right, let's play some games here, everybody. Big shout out to sponsor of the channel, BAZED. BAZED.bet. Make sure you click the link down below if you want to get yourself signed up for BAZED. We are going to be having a poker free roll tournament, free to sign up, but you will win real money if you play. I bet on the UFC fight here last night. I really like, their sport betting platform is rock solid here on BAZED, man. I've been betting on the basketball games, been betting on the fight. I bet Sean Strickland, but Sean Strickland by knockout. I thought Sean Strickland was going to knock him out. He had him rolling a couple times last night. I was right by choosing Strickland, but I was wrong by choosing knockout. So did not win that bet, but I knew Sean Strickland was going to win. So big shout out to him. Super excited to go to UFC 303 with the V-Chain team. After Barcelona, we're going to Barcelona for the Decipher conference with Algorand. When do we leave for that day? June what? June 21st. We're leaving for Barcelona. Yeah, I know. We're leaving a little bit early to go to Barcelona, and then we are going from there to UFC 303 for the Conor McGregor fight. So that's going to be a really good time in the summer. I'm going to be running around there. But yeah, guys, the NBA Finals has been pretty crazy right now. The Celtics Mavericks that kicks off here June 6th. Man, I think I'm going to be leaning towards the Celtics in game one. I'm not sure. Might put a bet in on that one. And obviously, like football season, is going to, and even like, some baseball bets if I want to. I always bet the fights. It's just really easy to put bets in on BAZED, man. It's super simple. It's crypto friendly. You use crypto. I mean, you can bet on soccer, on basketball, tennis, video games. I mean, horse racing, volleyball, rugby, fighting, MMA, skiing, darts. You can literally bet on anything. Formula One if you want to. It's pretty sick. It is pretty sick. I do really like this platform. And of course, like I said, we are going to, they do have brought the poker back, and they do have some poker free rolls here and there. I think they're kind of working out the kinks in the system, specifically with their poker. But make sure there will be a large free roll on that I'm playing in, and there will be a bounty on my head, and it'll be free to sign up, free to play, but you will win real money if you do really good in the tournament, or if you knock me out in the game, you will win some pretty good money. So make sure you guys get ahead of the curve. Make sure you sign up for BAZED with the link down below, and get involved, but always be responsible, have fun. All right, so let's keep it rolling here. We've been playing a handful of different games on the channel. We had some bad luck with Mega Wheel last time. I'm going to stay away from that. Big Bass Crash is kind of like the game that you go and go and go and go, and you have to stop it before it stops. Those games are tough. The Pachinko didn't. I think I'm going to stay away from that. I've been having some luck with Sweet Bonanza. I've made some money with Sweet Bonanza, so let's stick it out with this one again, and let's see how it goes. Sean, I'm not sure. I don't know. That's not my thing. I have no idea. My coffee really quick. But guys, I do appreciate you spending some of your Sunday here with me. You guys rock. Make sure you smash the likes or haven't already. All right, this is what I'm going to do here. We're going to just do a couple spins to get our feet here. All right. Maybe I'll do one of those, and if I'm profitable on it, I'll give my profits to someone in the chat. But let's do a couple fun little spins here just to get our feet under us here. I do like playing this game. It's pretty fun. I still don't know like the exact point system on what is worth more, but I understand this game more than all the other games. I'm not that much of a slot guy. Anytime I go to a casino, you will find me in the poker room. I don't really like blackjack. Sometimes I like to play roulette, but does anyone really win when they play roulette? Let's be honest here. Ooh, $3. Keep going. Bananas. Oh, okay. We're just about back even. Very sweet. Oh, great. Bananas. Oranges. Watermelons. Oh, okay. 5:30. All right. We're doing well. All right. So whoever leaves the most positive comment, whoever smashes the likes and leaves the most positive comment in the chats will win the profits of if I win when I do my buy feature. Whoever is the nicest to AJ in the chat wins the profit of the buy feature when I do it. I'm going to do a handful more spins here to let you guys dig down for your positive comments. We'll see who's the most positive person in the chat. Bananas. Oh, I gave me two tappies here. Two tappies here. Rough. Oh, wait. How does? Oh, so 4 of the things wins free. Ugh. Sad. That was very sad. Okay. Berries. Rough. So far, Diamond Hands is the only positive person. I guess Diamond really. I think Diamond's gonna get the profits anyway. I think that's okay. Taffy. I hate when you get 3 of them because you know you need 4. Symbols pay anywhere on the screen. Oh, okay. Blue things. Bananas. Blue things and bananas. Apples. Berries. Yes. Oh man, berries again. Oh, it should have done more berries. That was sweet. We got one. Damn, that was a killer. We're profitable. We should take profits right now. We should totally take profits. Have I done a deep dive into Arrow yet? Yeah, on the live stream I have. I talked about it a little bit in the portfolio video. I do own some in my public portfolio that I'm building every day. Every week I mean, but I haven't done like a coin review on it or anything like that. Maybe I will. I don't think it's a coin that would do well if I did a price prediction on it. Normally like the coins with communities, like when you do price predictions, you want to make sure you do it with coins that people will watch the video. If you do price predictions on coins that not everyone knows, it does get tough, like in terms of getting views, and you have to play the YouTube game, so you can't do a price prediction on every single coin. But I don't think that's one that has enough momentum to. Oh, we got a alarm going off over here. Excuse the 1 sec. Whiff alarm. Where's my whiff chart? Okay, so whiff had a scalp there. Good alarm. So top bottom about 2%. Could have caught like 1% or less, and now popping up. But I still don't really trust that, man. I would watch for if you're trying to really scalp this, I would set another limit 319.5, because that would kind of determine on if it's going to create a new range here or if it's going to get back into that value area. And we do have to appreciate how far the 50 EMA is above. 2.6%. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure about going long off of that. I would maybe wait to see what happens at that level and maybe consider going short from here. If you did a really quick scalp on that, great job. But this one is always a little wild of a ride. It's a very wild ride. But the fact that it's so far, the EMA is, it could continue down, but it is so far away from the EMA. And what do I mean by that? Like anytime the price gets, like, if you look, here's the EMA here, all right, and then you look how, like, what percentage at this point was the price from the EMA. The price was 6.8% below the EMA. And look what happened. Look what happens every time it does that. It comes back and touches the EMA. It's like when you go home, you leave for college, you always go back home to see your mom. You know what I mean? That's kind of the price action and the EMA. That's kind of that relationship, right? And and right now we do have, the price, 5% gap from the price of the EMA. So, it always is going to come back and visit and go make sure mom's okay when it goes to college. So, I'm keeping an eye on that one. I'm not going to say one way or the other, to be honest. That's a tough. It's the thing is that with is that I'm always talking about how 316 is the magnet. So if it's at 250, I'm like, yeah, it's going to go back to 316. And if it goes to 360, I'm like, oh, it's going to short it. It's going to go back to 316. Right now, it's at 316. So it is really tough to say where it's going to go at this moment. I'm going to be patient with this position. All right, so get a couple more spins under the feet here. Oh, that should have been. Look at the apples. How does that not win? That's what I don't understand. Jester, meme coin. The king. Shout out to the king. All right. Oh, berries, apples. Okay, apples, bananas, berries. Watermelons. Yes. Oh, that should have kept going. That could have kept going forever. Am I still bullish on Pal and Pyth? I've made my money on both of them. Privately, I bought and sold Pal and made a lot of money on it. I bought and sold Pyth and made pretty good money, especially trading Pyth. Long term, I think they'll both do very well. More Pyth than Pal. I think Pal could still do well, but Pyth, Oracle on Solana, that's destined for greatness. It does have an unfriendly tokenomic situation, but now the tokenomic situation that it is right now, it's going to stay exactly where it is for a year. So Pyth it's a cliff unlock. So once a year, a lot comes into the supply, and that just happened. So now it's like it's only going to go up from here. I still think Pal can do good. Quant definitely needs to do something, but yeah, I like Pyth more than Pal, but I think long term they'll both do fine. They were both really good short term plays, and those plays are behind us at the moment. But I think moving forward into the bull run, they'll both probably do pretty good. Pal had a lot of momentum there for a while. Berries. Okay. The music is killing me too, Jay. The music is killing me too. Berries. Apples. Ooh. Berries again. Berries again. Apples. Blue thing. That was straight. I'll take that one. This is crazy. See, why don't the berries? The berries, man. Come on. All right, I'm doing 4 more spins, doing the buy feature, and hitting the road. So make sure you stick around for the big spin at the end of the show, giving the winnings to, I haven't decided who I'm giving the winnings to yet for the buy feature spin. But I'm going to give it to someone in the chat. If we even win, we could lose. I'm only doing 1. Berries. All right, berries. All right. 1 more after this one. All right, this is the last one. Watermelons. Bananas. Berries. Apples. Oh, okay. That was straight. All right, guys, here we go. We're going hard today. 8 is going to be fine. And Quant does need to do something. I agree. All right, everybody. $200 buy feature. Here we go. Right here. Wish me luck. Let's go. We're in. Ooh. Bananas. Orange thing. Taffy. Sweet. Killing. This is it. Please. That was so much more should have happened with the multiplier. Oh, anything. This is crazy. Really? Okay. This better be a killer spin right here. That was everything in the history of this. That was the worst spin ever. It just 8-10 spins and give you like half of it back on the last one. That was rough. You Bonanza should entice people to play. People should want to play this game. It's a fun game. Easy. You didn't win $92. You lost $108. So Diamond Hands and Sean, you guys both owe me $108 because I was gonna give you my winnings, but the Sweet Bonanza was sour today. I didn't win, King. I lost. Jamie Durden, Phantom is low on the 4-hour visible range volume. What do you mean low? Oh, okay, let's take a quick look at Phantom, and then I gotta run. Phantom. Share tab set. Pull this. Profile. Okay. Boom. Okay, so you're saying it's in a low volume node. I understand. Yeah, so like I said, guys, Phantom is in a conditional range between 80 and 76.8. I do want to elongate this 80 level so it lasts longer. Yeah, it has come very close. It did like kind of touch this level momentarily, but like I said, with how many times this has happened, it is that wasn't the best alarm to go off of. If it loses it again, we could talk about it, but there always is that kind of that bounce idea. When something bounces off the same level multiple times, you have to anticipate it being a bounce level again. So if you kind of went off that, you'd be up 1% if it has an hour, nothing crazy, and that's a tough trade. That's a tough trade anyway. Like I would, like I said, like that's why, guys, you have to know when to and when to not trade. And like when you kind of see scenarios like with Bitcoin, for instance, like on the 12-hour chart, since Bitcoin came up here, what okay, that's a bad example. Hold on, let me scroll this over here. So like since Bitcoin has come up above 66, right? It has spent the past 14 days in a 5% range. That's not good. Yeah, that's not optimal trading conditions. You know what I mean? You need volatility to make smart trades. And when Bitcoin is just sideways like this, are there altcoins that step out? Yes. Can you find the altcoins that step out? I mean, like we have with JASMY, like we have with Brett, like we have with like Wormhole, Whiff, Bonk, a couple other ones like that. Yeah, there are trades to be found. But when like coins like Fantom, when Bitcoin is just ranging like that, and I mean, really, this thing in its own conditional range, like it spent 3%, 3 days and 15 hours inside of a 6% range. That's not really optimal. So certainly being aware of the alarms is one thing, but also knowing, okay, this is why we set the alarms the way we do, because you need to know when to and when to not trade. A lot of new traders just want to trade right now. There's always a business. I can always find a position. I can always make money. There's always a move to be made. That is true to a degree, but you need to get toughened up and callous to the roller coaster of crypto and be able to say, you know what, like the volatility is really not there right now. I'm either going to search, the coins that are volatile, like the bonks, Brett's, the JASMYs right now, like go to CoinGecko, for instance, and go to the 24-hour or the 1 hour chart on the gainers and the losers, like we do every day, and say, all right, so Bitcoin's been boring for 15 days, right? And we'll go to the 24-hour chart. Bitcoin's been sideways in the 6% range for days and days and days and days, but Notcoin, Ribbon, Brett, Wormhole, JASMY, these are all coins that are moving. So either target setups in these coins here that are volatile, or just don't trade that day. Don't trade that day. You don't always have to force a trade. And knowing when to not trade is half the battle. It really is. It really is. So guys, I do got to run. I appreciate each and every one of you. See, Jamie, see, that's my worst habit with trading. You always want to be, you feel like you always want to be in a setup, right? But that's not totally what, you got to know when to say, okay, this isn't the right condition. And this is why we set the alarms, because we're not forcing a trade. We're waiting on the alarm to go off to react to the market. And when an alarm goes off, we still have to find confluence. We still have to give ourselves and go through the checklist of reasons to accept the trade once the alarm goes off. So you really got to be picky. And, as time goes on and as you make a lot more money, you get really picky with your trades. I mean, dude, there are times I go weeks without trading. It does happen. Most of the time I trade, I do basically trade every day. But there are times where I'm just like either really focused on other things, or I'm not as tapped into the market as I usually am. I kind of feel out of touch sometimes. And when I kind of got to really be, it's not like an in the mood thing. It's when the time is right thing. And when the time is right is when you have a position set up, the alarm goes off, you have confluence, that project has liquidity. Those you need to go through the checklist. And I really want to do a better job of really ironing out the details of the confluence for the checklist for the Telegram group. And that is something I've been working on, a video, like a trading checklist, like everything you need to do to feel safe about doing a trade, like going into a position. And that's a very complicated video, but it has been on my mind. So you guys rock. I'm getting out of here. My name's AJ Writes Crypto. You guys are amazing. Smash the like button on the way out the door. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Big thank you to my sponsors, Phemex, BAZED, Market Cipher. Guys, make sure we're having a poker free roll here sometime on BAZED. Make sure you sign up for BAZED down below. I've been betting on all the fights, betting on the basketball games, having some fun with it. Make sure always be responsible. If you want to do leverage trading, make sure you sign up for Phemex. And if you want to join the Alpha Telegram group, you have to have a Phemex account to get into the group as well. If you have been thinking about getting into the group, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. That is the email address to get in. That is the only way you can get into the group. It's a private group. You can't find it if you search for it. It is a paid group, but it is, a much more reasonable price than 99% of the alpha groups out there. So just wanted you guys to be aware of that. And of course, shout out to CryptoFace and Market Cipher. Those guys are amazing. Big thank you to all my sponsors. Big thank you to you for watching this video. My name is AJ Writes Crypto. Not sure if I'm doing my normal live stream tomorrow or not, but I will definitely be back on Tuesday. So with that being said, much love, guys. Have a safe rest of your day. Peace.